भाई आज तो हम भूल गए थे इसको चालू करना, इसलिए हम तर्जुमा कर दिया, फिर याद आया, तभी ऐसे इशारा कर देते हैं, तुम लोग फॉलो कर लेना। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद। तालमा अयक़ज़क अद्दहरु फतनाअस्ता, बसा औक़ात ज़माने ने तुझको जगाया लेकिन तू ऊँघता रहा। Many times the time awakened you, but you kept pretending to be asleep and you kept dozing off. وَجَذَبَكَ الْوَعْظُ فَتَقَاعَزْتَ, and wa'az and admonition pulled you, but you kept lagging behind. Talama, from tala yatulu tulan, lamba hona, and ma is kafa anil amal, like طالما قلما كسرما. أيقظ يوقظ إيقاظا, jagana, to awaken. يقظ ييقظ يقظا, jagna. استيقظ يستيقظ استيقاظا, to wake up. So أيقظ is متعدي. الدهر zamana, zamana awakened you. They used to relate, tough times towards the zamana, meaning halat, mushkil halat, problems, diseases, illnesses. This is called the time. Time woke you up. It brought many problems and calamities to you to wake you up. However, fatana'asta, tana'asa is from nu'as, and nu'as is when you start dozing off and the sleep gets to your brain. We explained the other day, sinatun is when the sleep is in the eyes, and nu'as when it gets to the brain, and naum when it gets to the heart, when you get into deep sleep. So many times the zamana woke you up, but you kept on falling asleep and dozing off. And jazabaka al-wa'zu, jazaba yadzibu jazban, jabaza yadzibu zabjan, both mean to pull. And al-wa'zu, nasihat, admonition. Taqa'asa yataqa'asu taqa'usan. Qa'isa yaq'asu, qa'asan literally means to draw your chest out and put your back inside, and this is like to show pride and haughtiness. From qa'isa yaq'asu qa'asan. Then when he goes into babe taqa'asa tafa'ul, taqa'asa yataqa'asu taqa'usan, it means to lag behind and to delay. So wa'az and nasihat and admonition pull you, but you continue to lag behind and go backwards rather than coming forward. You didn't accept that was. وَتَجَلَّتْ لَكَ الْعِبَرُ, تَجَلَّى يَتَجَلَّى, تَجَلِّيًا की माना जाहिर होना, खुलना. तो वहां से अल्लाह की तजल्ली को तजल्ली कहते हैं, क्योंकि अल्लाह पाक मैनिफेस्ट करते हैं, अपने अनवारात को किसी चीज पर डालते हैं. फलम्मा तजल्ला रब्बुहु लिलजबल. इबर is plural of ibratun, from i'tibar, which means to take some lesson, to learn a lesson. So wa'az and ibrats and lessons appeared before you. There were many lessons to take from incidents happening around you. People did things and they went into trouble. You knew that there is a lesson in there for me and I shouldn't be doing these things, but still you went and did those things and you did not learn your lesson. Even sometimes lesson with your own self, with your family. You had a car accident, but even then after some time you were still joyriding and driving fast. You didn't learn your lesson from the first time. I should behave and I should drive properly. So many warnings and lessons appeared before you, but fata'amayta, ta'ama yata'ama ta'amiyan is from ama, blindness. Rajulun a'ma means a blind person. Ta'ama yata'ama ta'amiyan के माना जानबूझकर अंधा बनना, to pretend to be blind, to appear to be blind. You showed yourself like you're blind, you don't know anything, you're not seeing anything. So you just close your eyes and you kept doing what you were doing. وَحَصْحَصَ لَكَ الْحَقُّ فَتَمَارَيْتَ, and haqq was visible before you, but still you doubted. حَصْحَصَ الْآنَ حَصْحَصَ الْحَقُّ अना रावत्तुहु अन नफ्सिही व इन्नहु लमिन अस्सादिकीन। असल में ये लफ्ज है हस्सा शारू रअसिही, उसके सर के बाल झड़ गए, मीनिंग ही बिकेम टालियो, became baldy, the hair on his head faded away. So hasa is from there, because when the hair fall off, the skin of the head and the baldness becomes visible. So hasa means to be visible. Haq became visible and right in front of your eyes, but fatamaraita. Tamara ya tamara tamariyan معنى شك करना, to doubt. Marahu haqqahu means jahadahu, to reject someone's haqq. أفتمارونه على ما يرى يعني أفتجحدونه فبأي آلاء ربك تتمارى يعني shak, doubt. So from there is used for shak as well. So فتشككت, haqq was zahir, truth became evident in front of you, but still you became suspicious of it and you created doubts in it. وأذكرك الموت فتناسيت. ذكر يذكر ذكرا, याद करना, and أذكر يذكر إذكارا के माना याद कराना. So maut and death reminded you. Death is a beautiful reminder. Death reminded you of your reality, that you could die any moment, anything could happen to you. Right? Death can come anytime. The timing is uncertain, though death is certain. So death reminded you so that you can get better and you can improve your condition. But fatanasayta, nasiya yansa, to forget, tanasa yatanasa, to pretend to forget. You know, these words of tana'asa, ta'ama, tamara, tanasa, they all have this meaning of pretension, that you pretended to be doing this. So you pretended to forget, and you just wanted to forget, you just didn't want to know, as though death is not going to come to you. وَأَمْكَنَكَ أَن تُوَاسِيَ, and it was possible for you to be considerate and kind towards others. Amkana yumkinu imkanan, meaning sara mumkinan. It was mumkin and possible. And tuwasiya, wasa yuwasi muwasatan, means muwasat, hamdardi, consideration, to help and be nice and kind, show kindness. It was possible for you to show kindness. Fama asaita. Asa you asi and wasa you wasi are both same. But you did not show any consideration, and you did not help other people. Tusiru falsan tu'ihe ala dhikrin ta'ihe. You prefer money which you can hoard and treasure over ilme deen and reminders which you can store and save. Tuthiru athara yuthiru itharan tarjih dena. ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة لقد آثرك الله علينا وإن كنا لخاطئين. So you give preference to fals. Falsun jama fulus means money. توعيه أوعى يوعي إيعاء के माना to store. In the hadith, لا توعي فيوعي الله عليك. Do not store money, otherwise Allah will store thawab from you. Ala zikrin, zikrin means reminder. Over here, reminder means ilmidin. Ta'ihe wa'a ya'i wa'yan means to memorize, to remember. So you prefer money which you can store upon some reminder which you can save, and you can save in your heart and mind and use it. وتختار قصرا تعليه على بر توليه. اختار يختار اختيارا, to choose. You choose a castle or a palace which you can buland karna, you can make lofty and high. Ala birrin tulihe, on a virtuous virtue and kindness which you can give to others. Qasrun jama qusur, mahal, shahi mahal. So you can stay in there. And a'la yu'li, buland karna, uncha karna, to make high and lofty. Ala birrin, birrun means kindness, ihsan. So some ihsan which you can give. Awla yuli ilaan, mana dena, kisi ko dena. So some kindness and money and help which you can offer others. وَتَرْغَبُ عَنْ هَادٍ تَسْتَهْدِيهِ إِلَى زَادٍ تَسْتَهْدِيهِ. And you turn away from a guide from whom you can seek guidance. تَرْغَبُ عَنْ رَغِبَ يَرْغَبُ رَغْبَةً. If its sila is an, then it means i'raz karna. And if its sila is fi, then it means raghbat karna. So raghibtu ani shay'e, meaning I didn't like it. Like you went to the shoe shop and you didn't like those shoes, so you say raghibtu anil hiza. And if you had shock and desire or something, then like some food or pizza you like, so you say raghibtu fil pizza. That means you liked it. So raghiba is meaning depends on the sila. If the sila after harfijar is an, then it means to dislike. And if it's fi, then it means to like. So over here is an, targhabu an hadin, you turn away and you do i'raz from a hadi. Hadi, hada yahdi hidayatan, to guide. Hadi means a guide, a rehbar, someone who can guide you. Like Tabligh Jamaat, who came to your house, knocked on your door and gave you some nasihat, so you could take some nasihat from them. Or some wise, nasih, khatib in the masjid. There was bayan, beautiful bayan by Maulana Sahab. You never turned up for that bayan, you just ran away. So you should have sat in that bayan, learned something from there. So you turn away from guide, tastahdihe, from whom you can seek guidance. Istahda yastahdi istihdaan. If it's from hidayat, then it means talabul hidayat. And if it's from hadiyah, then it means talabul gift. Okay, so there's tastahdihe twice. First place is from hidayat, second place is from hadiyah. Ila zadin tastahdihe, zad means toshay safar, samane safar, ta'amu safar, or you can, tosha and food. So just make translation of food, some food and gifts which you can ask as hadiyah from them. وَتُغَلِّبُ حُبَّ ثَوْبٍ تَشْتَهِيهِ عَلَى ثَوَابٍ تَشْتَرِيهِ. And you give preference to the love of clothes which you desire. غَلَّبَ يُغَلِّبُ تَغْلِيبًا, تغليب dena, tarjih dena. And حب محبت, اشتهى يشتهي اشتهان, ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون, to desire. So you give preference to the love of clothes which you desire, على ثواب تشتريه, over thawab which you can gain. Thawab is from thaba yasubu thawban, which means to return, to come back. So thaba means to return, and Quran Sharif calls Baytullah Sharif mathabatan linnas, wa is ja'alna al-bayta mathabatan linnas. Mathaba means resort, where people return to and come again and again. That's why it's called mathaba, where people turn to and go again and again. So from there comes the word thawab, because thawab is something that returns to you. Your amal and your deed, it comes back to you in another form. That's why it's called thawab. So you give tarjih and preference to some nice clothes which you like and desire over some thawab which you can gain. Ishtara yashtari, ishtira means to purchase. When you purchase something, you gain it. So sometimes ishtara is used in the meaning of gaining something, hasil karna. To hasil kare. Yawaqitu silati a'laqu biqalbika min mawaqiti salati. Qimti hadiye, precious gifts, are more connected to your heart than the timings of salat. Yawaqit is plural of yaqut, and yaqut means red rubies. And red rubies are very precious, very expensive. And silat is plural of silatun. And wasala yasilu means to join. Silman qata'ak, join your relations. So from there, silatun jama silatun is used for gifts, hadiyah, because gifts can connect and join hearts. Yeah, if someone has grudges against you and you give them gift, then they will soften up, and there will be some connection between you. So yawaqitu silat, kimti hadiye and precious gifts. A'laqu, aliqa ya'laqu, alaqan means chipakna, to stick to something. So they stick more to you. From there the word ta'alluq comes. ta'alluq ta'alluq ko meena ta'alluq ho jana, connected ho jana. So they are more connected and more sticking to your heart than mawaqidu salat, timings of salat. Mawaqid is plural of miqat. Waqata yaqidu, waqtan means to fix. And uh, uh, miqat is isme zarf, and it is used for zarfe zaman and zarfe makan. Zarfe zaman is mawaqidu salat, and zarfe makan is mawaqidul hajj, places where you can't cross without ihram. So waqata means to fix, and miqat means something that is fixed, whether it's timing or whether it's place. So mawaqidu salat, salat timings, meaning you like precious gifts more than salat times. ومغالاة الصدقات آثر عندك من موالاة الصدقات. And uh, making the meher and dowries expensive is more preferable to you than continuous sadqa and charity. غالا يغالي مغالاة وغلاء كمعنى to be expensive, to be precious. غلو means to exceed the limits. So مغالاة, to make expensive. الصدقات plural of صدقة. وآتوا النساء صدقاتهن نحلة. صدقة means meher, dowry. So let's say your daughter is going to get married, you ask for expensive meher, 15,000, 20,000, 100,000. So to make the meher and dowry expensive is more preferable to you. Asaru is from asara yuthiru, aksaru isaran, and afzalu is more preferable, it's better in your eyes, and it's more virtuous in your eyes, indaka, from muwalati saduqat. Wala yuwali muwalatan means to do something continuously, perpetually. Sadaqat plural sadaqa. And innama sadaqatu lil fuqara. Sadaqa is something by which you hope for reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and hadiyah is something which you do not hope for reward. You just give it to increase the muhabbat. That's called hadiyah. This is why Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would not accept sadaqah, he would accept hadiyah. Because sadaqah is for the poor masakin. You give them so you can get thawab. And hadiyah is not for thawab. Whether you get it or not is irrelevant. That's not the main goal. The main goal is to make the other person happy and cheer him up and increase your muhabbat for one another. This is hadiyah. But sadaqah is primarily with the intention of getting sawab and reward. This is why for a masjid you can give lillah hadiyah, but not sadaqah. Sadaqah is for poor people. So zakat, sadaqat is for poor people because main intention is to get some sawab and reward. And hadiyah, main intention is not sawab, main intention is to make the other person happy. So with lillah money when you give in masjid, main intention is to make Allah Pak happy. That we give Allah's house so Allah can be happy. Allah is going to reward us. But the main intention is not reward. Main intention is just to make Allah happy. So, sadaqat. وصحاف الألوان أشهى إليك من صحائف الأديان. Sihaf is plural of sahfatun. Sahfatun means tray. Trays filled with colorful foods. Alwan is plural of lawnun. It means color, means colorful foods. Like we get different color desserts when you go to someone's house, big dawat or some big shadi. So you get red and blue and green and all various types of colorful trays with various desserts in their, chocolates and other things. So this is sihaful alwan, that various trays of variety of food is more ashha ilayka, more desirable to you. Shahiya yashha shahwatan, shahwat ka bhadakna, pasandida hona, is more desirable to you. Means sahaif al adyan, sahaif plural of sahifatun, adyan plural of deen, religion, from the sahaif and the scriptures of religion, from Quran and Hadith and books and fiqh and masala masail. You don't like Sahaiful Adyan, you like Sahaful Alwan. وَدُعَابَةُ الْأَقْرَانِ آنَسُ لَكَ مِنْ تِلَاوَةِ الْقُرْآنِ. Du'aba means joking, being cheerful. And the hadith says, كانت في رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم دعابة. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam had a very good sense of humor. He was a very cheerful person, someone you would want to be around him. So, du'aba means to be cheerful, have a nice sense of humor. So, joking with aqran. Aqran is plural of qirnun, and qirnun means contemporaries, friends. Joking around with friends and having a laugh is more cheering for you than tilawatul Quran. Anasu, anisa ya'nasu unsan, uns पहुंचाने वाला. It gives you more uns and cheers you up more than tilawatul Quran. आगे बाद में पढ़ना, शुरू से कर लो जल्दी जल्दी. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. बहुत मर्तबा जमाने ने तुझको जगाया लेकिन फिर भी तू ऊँघता रहा. वाजो नसीहत ने तुझे खींचा फिर भी तू पीछे हटता रहा. और इबरतें तेरे सामने वाज़ेह हो गईं फिर भी तू अंधा बनता रहा. और तेरे सामने हक जाहिर हुआ फिर भी तू शक करता रहा. और मौत ने तुझको याद दिलाया फिर भी तू भुलाता रहा. और तेरे लिए मुमकिन था कि गमखारी करे लेकिन तूने गमखारी नहीं की. तू तरजीह देता है पैसों को जिनका तू खजाना बनाए, ऐसे इल्म दीन पर जिसको तू याद करे. और तू पसंद करता है ऐसे आलीशान महल को जिसे तू बुलंद करे, ऐसे नेक अमल पर और ऐसी नेकी और एहसान पर जो किसी को तू देवे. और तू एराज करता है राह बताने वाले रहबर से जिससे तू हिदायत मांगे, ऐसे तोशी की तरफ जिसको तू हदिया मांगे. और तू तरजीह देता है कपड़ों की मोहब्बत को जिन्हें तू पसंद करता है, ऐसे सवाब पर जिन्हें तू हासिल करे. कीमती हदिये तेरे दिल को ज्यादा चिपकते हैं नमाज के औकात से. और मेहर को महंगा करना तेरे नज़दीक ज्यादा काबिल तरजीह है सदक़ात पैदर पे देने से. और रंग बिरंगी बर्तन ये तुझे ज्यादा पसंद हैं दीनी सहीफ़ों से. और दोस्तों से हंसी मजाक करना ये तुझको ज्यादा उन्स पहुंचाता है कुरान की तिलावत से. हो गया? इंग्लिश कर लोगे तुम यार? कर लो, चलो कर लो. Many times and problems and calamities woke you up, but you pretended to doze off. You kept dozing off. And admonition pulled you, but you kept retreating and lagging behind. And lessons appeared before you, but you pretended to be blind. And haqq became evident to you, and still you remained suspicious. And death reminded you, but you kept forgetting, making yourself and causing yourself to forget the death. You pretended to forget it. And it was possible for you to show kindness to people, but you never showed any kindness. You prefer money which you can store over ilm deen which you can gather. You prefer a palace which you can make high and lofty over some kindness which you can give to other person. You turn away from a guide from whom you can seek guidance to food which you can ask as gift. And you give preference to the love of clothes which you like and desire over reward which you can gain. Precious gifts are more connected to your heart than the times of salat. And to make meher expensive is more preferable in your eyes than giving continuous charity and sadaqah. And having colorful trays and dishes of food is more desirable to you than religious scriptures. And joking around with friends cheers you up more than tilawat of Quran Sharif. पढ़ना आ गया. अच्छा जी.